Hi, I'm Siddhi, and welcome back to Life in Motion. This channel is where I share the realities of life in Canada, personal growth, and everyday moments that make up the journey. Today was one of those days where I felt completely exhausted. Work was busy, and by the time I got home, my whole body was hurting, my legs were sore, my energy was low, and honestly, I just wanted to sit down and do nothing for a while. The first thing I did when I got home was have a slice of cheesecake. It was a small treat after a long day, and sometimes those little moments make all the difference. When I started this journey, I promised myself I would try to build better habits and become more consistent. But I'm also learning that consistency doesn't mean forcing yourself to do the same thing every day, no matter how you feel. Originally, I planned to do Pilates today, but after listening to my body, I realized that what I needed most was rest. So, instead of pushing through a workout, I decided to have a slower evening. Later, I headed to the store, picked up a new pot for my Monstera plant. I've been meaning to repot it for a while, so it felt good to finally get that done. I also fueled up my car and took care of few other things that had been waiting. Nothing exciting, just normal everyday things. But sometimes life is made up of those small tasks that quietly keep everything moving forward. Back at home, I still didn't have much energy left. I wasn't in the mood to cook a full meal, so I kept dinner simple. I heated up some paneer parathas, made avocado toast, and called it a day. Not every meal has to be perfect. Sometimes simple is exactly what you need. One thing I have learned from living in Canada is that life here isn't always as dreamy or effortless as it may look online. Most days aren't filled with exciting adventures. Most days are work, responsibilities, meals, and trying to find balance somewhere in between. And honestly, I think that's the part of life that deserves to be talked about more. The small moments, the ordinary moments, the days when you are tired but still keep going. As the evening got quieter, I decided to go for a walk around the lake, and that ended up being my favorite part of the day. The air was fresh, the water was calm, and for a while, everything felt slower. Sometimes a walk is more healing than a workout. Sometimes what your body needs isn't more effort, it's space to breathe. Today wasn't a productive day. I didn't do Pilates, I didn't accomplish everything I planned, but I listened to my body, took care of myself, and found a little bit of peace by the water. And I think that counts too. Thank you for spending a little part of your day with me. I'll see you in the next one.